No, that's not correct. It's supposed to go from 0 seconds to right now. I don't know why it dropped off to 59:59. It has always worked before. Oh, I see what I did wrong. Okay. I set the time to 7:10 p.m. as opposed to 6:10 p.m. My bad. Hello, everyone. We are working tonight on finishing up the Vision Pro app. Still. And where we left off last night was trying to add a delete button so we can delete items that we've already created. We don't want anymore. We can get rid of them. That's what we're working on. And what we tried to do was we tried to delete it. Oh god, that's not what I wanted at all. Also, I should quit Slack. What we were trying to do was when we delete it, we are actually deleting it, but it's not updating our UI. And so what we were trying to do was we were trying to implement a binding so that it would actually update from there. And unfortunately, that doesn't seem to have helped. I was going to say helped. No, it doesn't seem to have worked. So that was where we kind of left off last night. I usually try to avoid saying last night, but this time it really was last night. So that's where we ended up, and that's where we're picking up today, is trying to figure out how we get our UI to update once things have changed. And I think this is another place where, you know, this was originally all built without SwiftUI, and now we're trying to build it in SwiftUI, and we've got problems. I also seem to be floating off the side of my monitor again. There we go. Let's go that way. There we go. So yeah, that's what we're trying to figure out. The problem is here. Well, not really here anymore. Problem is with our document store. We had, yes, that is where document store is. Anyway, let's pull up document store over here. Specifically file document store. This was our original version. We've got this stored documents here, and the stored documents is not ever actually set, so it's not changing the value of the struct. This is just a computed property. We actually have no stored properties on the struct at all, and I think that's our problem. And because we don't have that, we don't have any way of updating the system when our struct changes. So our very base state never really actually changes. That would be the state of the document store specifically. And so we tried working on that. Let's pull document store itself up. This is a protocol that we conform to. What we tried to do is, okay, let's make it a binding so that at the very least we get the update when we've touched the binding. And so we created a binding where we have a get, we have a set, and our set basically then affects the underground part of it. This is what's doing the actual deletion, is we're looking at what is our difference in the new value versus what's actually stored. I'm realizing right now exactly what the problem is. I just rubber ducked my way into figuring out what the problem is. This is the calculated property right here. So there will be no difference because, or no, there should be, because this is a new value is being added. Then we've got the old value because we haven't actually deleted anything yet. Okay, never mind. I have unrubber ducked myself out of this. We've got the difference from what the current value is. That should give us a list of changes. We've actually said list of removals, and then we still have to check whether it's an insertion or a removal. We might actually be able to get away with just doing different stuff for each. Either way, I don't think that's going to matter, but that is something that we can definitely do. Someone lend you another coat? Good evening. Man, you're in Texas. You've got, like, reasonable temperatures, don't you? I had to put on my coat. Thankfully, tonight, like, I only have to half wear my coat in my office. I'm looking up what the temperature is there. We were hearing from last night from compile, not compile Swift. You are compile Swift. You're compile dev. Kane H. Sorry, I was like completely blanking on who was talking to us. I was like, Kane H. It's supposed to be -20 for him. Yeah. I think that counts as really a problem. Drinking much? Not enough. That's the real problem here. It's currently, no, it's not. That's not me. Never mind. It's currently 13 here. So, oh no, that's Phil's like. It's currently 22 here. So yeah, okay. So we're basically at the same point. Yeah, then I was looking at where my parents live and it is 8 there. Feels like -9. I've seen pictures from where Eagle Knot lives, and that looks not fun either. Let's see what the temperature is there. So yeah, I don't think anybody's having a good time right now. Yeah, it is currently -5 where Eagle Knot lives. Feels like -24. Yeah, so it's cold in a lot of places. I was thinking like, okay, Texas is going to be like 30, 40. I call you ridiculous, but no, okay, 28. I'll give you 28. That's cold. That's pretty cold. Gonna play games on the PC just to generate CPU heat. I was half considering running my oven's self-cleaning function just to let a little bit of heat out of the vents. It says I need to run it anyway, so. Why did Slack still not close? Didn't I close Slack, quit Slack already once? Also, Slack, aka Xcode. I'm just gonna force quit it. It's fine. All right, so yeah, we're coming back to this. I think what we need to do is we need to set a breakpoint right here and figure out what is broken. We're actually going to undo this change here. I think we do want that change eventually, but right now I want everything to be as is. Wednesday night is a low of 19. I think we got a low of 19 tonight. This is thankfully our coldest night. Like tonight is supposed to be as cold as we get, and then we're better. And then I think that should be good for us for a while. But yeah, it's definitely not been fun here. It has not been keeping up in most of my house. Oh, I have a photo. Hold on, let me see if I can pull this photo up. Let me do that. I actually had frost forming inside my house earlier today. It was great. And by earlier today, I mean last night. When you have frost inside the house, that's a bad sign. Oh, this is a terrible photo. Hold on, let me see if I have a better one. No, it decided to turn on portrait mode on my photo. How do I turn that off? Or is it still loading? You know when it says it's top secret, he's just playing Vampire Survivor. You would hear the like ringing of the whatevers. Okay, I don't know. This photo looks terrible, but it's blurry as heck. Yeah, that's frost inside the house. It's not supposed to be there. That's not where you like to have frost, is inside the house. You should keep that outside the house. But yeah, no, that's been my last couple days. The only warm rooms in the house are this office here, because I've got too many computers, just too many computers in this room, plus the giant studio light for streaming. And then my bedroom, which is just because it's small and it has a heater directly in it, so I can just shut all the doors and let it build up heat all day. Plus cats, you know, you just cuddle with the cats and they provide warmth. They're like little heating blankets that run on cat food. It's great. Anywho, we're going to try this again. We're going to try running this, build and run, set the breakpoint, try running it, and see what happens. Call one Mocha, maybe? That does seem like a good idea. Somebody should come up with that kind of cat name. All right, so we get into here. We have our existing, or our new value, which has 121 properties. Where does this actually come from? We're saying remove all where $0 double equals magic scroll view full of nonsense. As you do. And then, yeah, let's get back into here. That should call this. Let's go down onto the next breakpoint. We should have some differences. My guess is we should have only one difference, one removal. So PO difference. Apple didn't work with you like they did that DJ app? No. I should have reached out to my buddies who I know did have contact with Apple, but I haven't talked to them in a while, and so that would be one of those things where it's like, hey, I haven't chatted with you in a while, but now you have something I want, so can I talk to you again? Yeah, they were people that showed up to our local developer meetup group pretty often, fairly often. Not every time, but they were regulars. And I know that they've had contact with Apple about the Vision Pro. And this is public. I'm not telling you anything secret. But we haven't had any developer meetups in a while because of this whole pandemic thing. And then we tried to do it again, and then it was like nobody wanted to meet indoors, so we were outdoors. And hey, remember that part about how it gets cold and dark in Seattle in the winter? Nobody wants to be outside, so we haven't had any meetups for a while. So we have our difference, collection difference, removals, one removal. It says we're removing 3 elements though. That seems wrong. Or no, this is a documentation. Meetups seem like they fell off a cliff after COVID. Yeah, that's definitely true. Even like, it seemed like they came back, but it feels like there's a big difference in just like behavior now. And I think it has a lot to do with people like getting used to working from home. And I'm not dissing working from home. Don't take it that way. I still work from home. Like, this is not me being like, oh, everybody's got to go back to the office. No, it's a matter of like, because people got used to doing everything from there, a lot of online stuff, or a lot of, you know, even the meetup type stuff moved to online. Hey, everything that we got going on right here, this is effectively, I think, what meetups turned into is people more consuming this kind of content online. Yeah, compile dev got used to baggy pants and I don't want to go back. Yeah, see, that is honestly the worst part of this whole thing is like, nowadays it's like, oh man, all I want to do is go to the grocery store. I got to put on real pants. This is the worst part. Like, I got to put on real pants. I got to put on shoes. Why? I haven't done that all week. Now I got to go to the grocery store. Gross. Hey, Tukes, how are you doing? Welcome. All right, so we've got our offset, or our removal, sorry. Go to Walmart, you'll blend right in. We don't have Walmart in the city. Walmart has been banned. We only have Walmarts around. Now, here, let me go play some more Vampire Survivors. As I try to figure out how to make this not show my home location. Okay, if I zoom this out far enough, it's conveniently vague. Notice how the entire city of Seattle is surrounded by Walmarts, but there are no Walmarts in Seattle. So we don't have that here. It's not an option. I have to put on at least some amount of actual clothing. You can't get away with that in a safe way. The worst I've ever done that you know, being dressed in public was me and my buddies, this was high school, had been out all day playing paintball, and in just in the woods in the back in rural Missouri. We were just out all day, sweaty, covered in paint, mostly just wearing like t-shirts and jeans, and in my case like some giant ass boots. But yeah, absolutely just covered in like paint and gross and dirt and mud, whatever. And we just went to Walmart to get some sodas, and it was just like, I saw people there that I knew. It's like, yeah, I look absolutely disgusting. It's okay. It's Walmart. What are you going to do? All right. Can we just do like difference dot first? PO difference dot first. Yes. Okay. Can we cast this as a thing here? I don't think we can. I think we just need to set a breakpoint here. So we have a stored document. PO stored document. There's our stored document. Okay. So that all seems like it's working. I kind of wonder, like, if we do this, do we then get... Does it ever get our bindings again? No, it doesn't. So it seems like setting a binding doesn't actually trigger a refresh. I think it's time to query the duck. The binding is a reference, quack, to a property that conforms, quack, to the observable object protocol, which we don't care about, or is marked with @state object, @observed object, or @environment object property wrappers. I don't think we're any of those. So that's a problem. We're just a binding to nothing. The key is that the computed property should depend on some underlying source of truth that SwiftUI can monitor for changes. When you create a custom bind, okay, I need to turn this off. This is too much. I enjoy it, but we're gonna put that away for now. You provide a way to read a value and write a value if the value being read is computed and changes because the underlying source of truth changes. How do you get the quack? In the settings, it's under the gears. No, it's under the brain. It's a duck. Enable for more quacks. It'll quack you up. Yeah, we're not okay with that joke. If that wasn't a first-time chatter, I maybe would have given them more leeway. If that's what you show up and you say that, like, no. Goodbye. Underlying source of truth changes. SwiftUI will update the views that depend on that binding. But our underlying... Oh, see, look, I mean... It says, no, you don't need this to be an at state. And then it's like, this is the source of truth. It's this at state. This won't cause a re-render because it's not observed. I agree. Okay. Well, I think it's basically in its own roundabout way saying, no, what you're doing won't actually work. It's just lying to me about how true that actually is. So who crashed Xcode? Yeah, compile dev. I just noticed that. So yeah, so this is not going to work. So I almost wonder, should we throw this away? Because if it's a binding and it's not going to work, then I don't understand what the difference or what the problem is, what we need to do. I think what we would need to do is we've got our environment here. We would almost need our at state var, private var, stored documents equals stored document. And then on appear, we set that. So we would say stored documents equals document store dot stored documents. That'll mean that we actually update that. But then the problem is going lurk mode to finish editing this podcast. Have fun lurking and editing. How are you going to edit a podcast if I'm on in the background? I don't understand how that works. Or are you just muting me and still somehow like... Am I just like... You're like watching for background visual noise. And I can just like sit here and wave like this. Didn't want to hurt your feelings by mentioning the mute. Yeah. You just like show up every so often and wonder like, why is he like suddenly like holding a sparkler? Lighting things on fire. Sticking things in his eyeballs. What did he just say? I need a ASL translator that's just sitting off to the side. For each stored documents, stored document, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so we've got that. But the problem is we still need this to be updating our document store somehow. Do we? Actually, maybe we don't. Because if we update this stored documents, yeah, we could almost... I feel like I'm close to this. Can we create a custom state? This is my question. State. No, not really. I want like a state that I can do or undo. Can I? Ooh, here's a real question. I was gonna say, can I make this a... Can I give this a did set? I can. Okay. Did set. Hey, thank you for the follow, iSense. Somehow that audio is playing twice now, and I think I know why it's playing twice, but I don't know how to fix it. It's because we went back and we fixed the, or we put in the custom handling so that we could do this natively as opposed to using the web view. And so I think we're still playing the audio from the native one and playing the audio through the web view one, and then playing the video through the web view one. Yes, an Apple developer. Yes. Yeah, so I need to go back and fix that once we're done with the Vision Pro app, but there's more of a deadline for this one. Are you also Apple developer, iSense? I assume so, given the name. Nice. What do you do? iOS apps? Developer simulator. There's a way we can put like the old value on did set, right? The name was created before you were an Apple developer. Still appropriate. Swift did set value. I've not had to do that in a while. I want like the old value in did set. Is that possible to get? Where's just Apple's actual explanation of this? Property observers. Swift property observer. Hey, thank you for the follow, Excarnate Sojourner. Yeah, this is what I'm actually looking for. Property observers. It's just old value. See, now that what I was worried about is I don't seem to be seeing anything. Oh, here we go. If you implement a will set observer, it's passed the new property value as a constant parameter. If you implement a did set observer, it's passed a constant parameter containing the old property value. iOS apps, also some backend background in .NET and Erlang Elixir. Ooh, I have wanted to learn Elixir for a long time. It looks really cool. I tried looking into it once and then got bored and didn't finish it, but it looks like a really cool language. Like Live View, Phoenix, is it Phoenix Live View? Phoenix Live View looked super cool. I just never got around to actually like learning enough of this to do it. Receive events, update states, and render updates to pages as diffs. Rich real-time user experiences with server-rendered HTML. So it's kind of like all the SSR stuff that React is now doing, but like they were definitely doing a lot earlier. And also it's not JavaScript. So You get a plenty of benefits just with that. Yeah, here we go. Livebeats.fly.demo. Oh god, it's very bright. I don't want to sign in. Or listen now without signing in. To do. Okay, never mind. We're not going to do this. But basically, yeah, it allowed you to kind of just have like this live thing that just communicated with the server and was still updating your system or updating your page in real time. You know, you could do like chat, or you could do like, you know, multiplayer interfaces, that kind of stuff very easily. It looked like real-time Twitter clone. But yeah, no, it looked really cool, and I wanted to learn it and didn't get around to actually finishing learning that. But yeah, no, Elixir looks super cool. Oh, Phoenix Framework. This was the website that I was trying to get to. I think... yeah, I'm not going to bother with this, but yeah, I mean, I think this right here is itself part of that, is it just gives you different tweets, stuff like that. It looks really cool. And this language looks decent. I don't see anything wrong with this. It looks very Ruby-esque. And I like Ruby. But yeah, just never got around to really getting as into it as I would have liked to. All right, so I think for one thing, we're going to probably be destroying this. So let's go ahead and steal the names that people wanted. I also did not credit the names there. So we're going to need to fix that too. I think the, you know, actual readable text one was K&H, and I think the emoji one was Adam Wolf, if I recall correctly. So we have the old value. I think we're going to need, yeah, what is our current new value? Our new value is hype train. So we're actually going to do this in reverse, basically. So I think we can copy all of this. But then, yeah, these need to be flipped. So this is going to be hype train hype, difference from partying face locomotive. Because in this case, this was the new value and stored documents is the old value. In this case, stored documents, or rather hype train hype, is the new value and this is the old value. So that's why these need to be flipped. Given that, blah, 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 try delete. Delete doesn't exist. What we need is document store.delete. So that should be that there. So yeah, we get the difference. We look through the removals and we update everything. And that's just whenever we set the state. But that's going to be, yeah, that's all we need to do. That's fine. Stored documents, blah, blah, blah. Are you going to pre-order the device? I am going to pre-order the device. Yes, definitely. I will be pre-ordering it. Be staying up till 5 a.m. on Friday. Because I'm not going to wake up at 5 a.m. That's a ridiculous thing to do. I'm going to stay up till 5 a.m. And then, actually, I should probably just tell... No, what's nice about Fridays at my work is, like, nobody else is there. I don't have to get up till 1 p.m. on Fridays. And nobody notices. So I'll just tell my manager, like, hey, you know, in case there's an emergency, I'm not going to be around till 1 p.m. Yeah. That is one nice thing about my job, is that I can get away with that on Fridays. Only on Fridays. Don't act like, you don't have to get up till 1 p.m. No, only on Fridays. Every other day, it's normal times or even earlier. But I get to get away with it in this one particular case. Okay, stored document in, I think this case it would be $ hype train hype. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, good on Apple for making it a Friday pre-release. Otherwise, I'd be screwed. Not a bad perk, yeah. And it's only that because, like, I mean, there's not, it's mostly just that, like, nobody schedules anything on Fridays. Technically, I'm supposed to be around, and I should be around, but, like, I can avoid it on rare occasions. I can tell my manager, like, hey, you know, like, if anybody contacts me, I'm not going to be here. It's also not something that I can do, like, every week. Definitely, normally, I have to be there on time. All right, let's try deleting this one. Should we set a breakpoint or should we just try it? Let's just try it. I'd call that working. Okay, now let's go create a new one, or rather, let's just use this one, and then let's make it really obvious, like this one. Seems he won't be able to catch you live often if you'll be staying till, only if you'll be staying till 5 a.m. Sorry about that. Yeah. No, this is a rare one-off Saturday stream for me, as I, like, am trying to rush to getting this out before the app release happens. Also, what happened to my view? Why is it all fat now? It wasn't like that before I started drawing, was it? I don't know what's going on. We're gonna ignore that for now, right? Okay, that's not a bug that we want to deal with right now. So if we stop and relaunch gallery, yeah, this one is here. Okay, so we're gonna delete this one. Deleted. I feel like this circle right here was the one that we deleted earlier, but we're gonna see what happens. Yeah, so it's not actually deleting it. That's a problem. Yeah, no, this, why is this like this? Why is this suddenly so fat? Zero? All right, let's set a breakpoint there. I don't know why I killed the app in order to set a breakpoint. I did not need to do that. Oh, I know what's happening. I think we can go. I think we can fix it, but I know what's going on. Accidental type. I know why that view is breaking. We can fix that pretty easily. Okay, so we're at the gallery. We're gonna delete this. Oh, that didn't set that at all? Yeah? Okay. I think we might need to dig more into what's going on here. Gallery view, gallery view, gallery view. We are at the gallery view. Where's our button? Hey, Jojo, long time no see. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well as well. How's life been? Okay, so kind of sort of getting somewhere is our binding. That is our binding to Hype Train Hype. So I don't understand why that's not getting set. Unless we're not passing it down correctly. Stored document button is given $ stored documents, which is what we're passing right here. Incredibly busy getting back to some development now that you got a new laptop. Nice. Getting back in the game is always good. Yeah, why is this not affecting this? How have I been doing? I've been doing pretty good. Been working on Vision Pro stuff almost exclusively recently, but you know, that's getting ready to ship, and so hopefully I get back into something that's not Vision Pro pretty soon. Or, better yet, hopefully it's just so successful that all I do from now on is Vision Pro. That would also be acceptable. You know, if suddenly this takes off and I'm making all the Vision Pro bucks, yeah, I'm happy to continue doing Vision Pro for the rest of my life. But, yeah, exactly. It was throwing out super fast. You know, at last WWDC, when Apple's like early next year, I thought like April. And then we started hearing all the rumors that, oh yeah, no, it's going to be, you know, early February or something, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, that's worrying. But okay, you know, hopefully we'll get an announcement and Apple say something, blah, blah, blah. And then, yeah, then we got the press release and it's just like, surprise, have fun. Yeah, I didn't like that. But hey, whether I like it or not is not in, you know, Apple's calculations of how this should be done. What's going on here? In SwiftUI, when you use an at-state property and it changes, whether through direct assignment or via a binding, the did set observer will be called. That allows you to perform additional actions whenever the state changes. However, it's important to note that SwiftUI's at-state property wrapper does not support property observers like willset and didset directly. Instead, you can achieve similar behavior using a custom binding that performs an action when the value changes. Okay, so maybe what I need to do here, maybe we actually redo the whole binding thing again. That was exactly the tab I wanted open. So maybe we leave hype train hype alone. Leave Brittany alone. We bring back this whole one just as is. But instead of it being here, they did make a point at some point that the first Vision Pro release was geared towards power users and developers. Yeah. But, I mean, that doesn't mean that they should just sneak drop it like that. Okay, let's try this again. This is no longer hype train hype. This is actually stored documents. Hype train hype is the binding. Document store. Yeah, no kidding. If the did set is never called, I wish the compiler would enforce it or at least give warnings. Yeah. No, that would be good to have. Okay, so we're getting the binding through here. We have hype train hype. So instead of this, it's in just regular hype train hype. This is for each stored documents now. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. I think we're somewhere good. I don't know, man. I'm not sure what we're doing. Stored documents equals stored documents. Yep, that's great. Okay, so now I think what we need to do here, we need to go back to the duck. This is updating the state as well. So we need to actually set our new state in here. So we set the binding. I think underlying that, we need to also set stored documents equals that. But let's do it after we calculated the distance. What is that duck app? Thankfully, we have somebody in here who's an expert at that duck app. I'll let him explain. But the elevator pitch is it is a GPT-powered developer assistant tool that you ask it questions and it will give you Swift code and a bunch of other languages, but mostly Swift. It is called Developer Duck, and it is available at developerduck.app. See if cross-device paste works. It does not. Oh, it does. Then it's like 5 times. Let's try it. Let's try it that way. It's like I was just banging paste and nothing was happening. And then all of a sudden it sent all of them. So we do all of these changes, and then I think what we need to do is set that last line. That's not it. So we get the differences, we actually remove them from the underlying things, and then we do that. Actually, maybe what we should do here is then we should just refresh from the document store. That's probably an even better idea. Let's do that. That's not what I want to do. Okay, so we've removed it. It visually removes it, which indicates to me that we actually did delete it this time because now our stored documents is actually based on our document store. But let's try it again. Let's get back in here. And look at that. It's actually gone. It is actually gone. Yes, rubber ducking on crack. It's great. Okay. I think we did it. We added a delete feature to the gallery. You know the one thing that we haven't done yet, though? Let's fix this part. This part. We didn't fix the localization string. Let's go do that. Localizable.exe string. Oh yeah, I forgot that I was using exe strings for this. Okay, and then what was the thing that I called it? Gallery delete button dot title. Oh, you know the other thing that I should do is I should make it bright red. Yeah, it should not be white like that. How do we can do that with a button. There's like a button roll view modifier. Roll, toolbar roll. Button. Yes, Compile Swift is now Compile Dev. And if you see anybody named Compile Swift, you should consider them shifty. Button style? No. Compile shifty. This is also true. Button Swift UI. Button destructive. Yeah, see this right here. Swift UI button roll. Oh, it's part of the init. Interesting. Okay. Button roll destructive. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Cool. Oh, we've got like that too. Okay. We're going to get to the point where we need to like start putting stuff in just like polish. Like, yes, yes, that's a bug. We need to fix it. Let's get the big issues out of the way first. Okay. Let's do that one. Weird corner on context gallery context menu. We can't fix all the bugs right now. Let's give ourselves the full context that we got going on here. I almost need an arrow to point to that so that I know what I'm actually looking at, but whatever. But yeah, no, we finished adding delete, and that's what we care about. It's at the bottom right corner as well? Yeah, I assume it's on all the corners. Yeah, it is. Beep, beep, beep. Yeah. I think it's because we add like a little, our own overlay. Because if we don't add our own overlay, then whenever we, like if we're not doing it, it's fine. Then, sorry. If we add our own, if we don't add our own overlay, then when we're not in the context menu, you can't see the border. There we go. Yeah, there are 2 corner radiuses being rendered. I'm assuming that one is given to it by the system. Actually, you know what? Add delete to gallery view. I think I just had an idea as to how we can fix this, and if that's how it works, then it would be great, and we don't have to worry about this. Yeah, my guess is there's a button border shape here, and that we're clipping it, and that clip doesn't apply when we are... Oh, also I need to delete all of this anyway. We just don't see the clip when we're not in context mode, because this is the same thing that we had in the other view. So let's delete this. Basically what we've got going on here is we've got 2 things here. We got 2 squares, and then like one of them is the outer square, and this is provided by the system, and let's say it has a corner radius of 20. And then we've got our square here, and let's say it has a corner radius of 40. So what we're not seeing is if we use our square. So let's which one of these is our square? This is our square. Our square. System square. If we use our square as a mask, we put that down there, you can't even see their square. But as soon as their square goes away, or as soon as when we go into the context menu mode, we're not masking anymore, and so then we do see their square, and that's what that is right there. These are the extra corners. They're poking out from behind. That's what I'm saying is going on. So what I'm wondering is if we, is there a focus engine in visionOS as there is in tvOS? I don't know enough about tvOS to answer that with confidence, but I think the answer is yes, that there is like this idea of what is the focused element. Yes, that is there. But I would need to, I don't really understand how tvOS works, so I'm going to say yes, but I withhold the right to go, I actually don't know what I'm talking about with tvOS, and ignore that part. And be wrong. Yeah, so what I think we need to do is we simply need to go into our gallery view, and I think we just need to apply, sorry, not gallery view, gallery button, and just apply a button border shape to it. In tvOS, the developer does have access to the focus, but in visionOS does not. Yeah, you definitely don't have access to what is focused in visionOS. Hey, thank you for the follow, Goomba Stomp. So here's what I'm trying here. I'm going to put a button border shape on this button that is a circle, because that should make it very obvious what's happening. Okay, that's definitely not the problem. Okay. So we're going to ignore that. We're going to assume we're going to just punt on that, I guess is what I'm saying. We're going to have to come back to that later and figure out what exactly is going on. Working with the focus is a pain in the butt for tvOS devs. Yeah. Hopefully it's better for you guys. Yeah, I mean, kind of the answer though is like, we don't really know what is focused or not. That's exactly what Adam Wolf was saying. We kind of just have to say, hey, whenever we're highlighted, apply this system effect to it. And we can't even really react to it and provide our own effects because Apple does not want anything that could allow for eye tracking. So it's very heavily limited in knowing what is focused. So all right, we pushed that up, so we should be able to go in here and actually close that issue. This one right here. We'll wait for that to merge. While we're waiting for that to merge, let's go ahead and take a look at what issues we want to tackle next. So let's put this on here. What issues do we have? We're not going to worry about this iOS one. Actually, let's go ahead and just punt out this iOS one. I think 24.0 is going to be a visionOS only release. And then we'll come back and fix some of the other ones later. Weird corner on gallery context menu. Yeah, that's the one we just opened. Cannot close tool picker. I don't want to look into that one again. I hate that bug so much. Add delete feature of the gallery. That's the one we just did, and it'll be closing in a second. Launching app should not create new images. Yeah, you want to work on that one? Let's work on that one. Because the other option is fixing the animation of the layers, which we could do. That'd be fine. 3D video export, I think I need to like prepare for that one a little bit more. So maybe we'll do that either tomorrow or Monday. I don't think Get Bisect is going to work because I don't think I ever actually fixed it, is the problem. I think that's the issue there, is that I just assumed that I fixed part of it and that I have not fixed the actual issue. Because it only shows up sometimes. Is the issue there. So yeah. We definitely need to tag this as visionOS. Because 3D video is only on visionOS. I think it, like, that's the thing. Is like, it sometimes works. And we definitely, like, made a change to make it better at one point. But I think that we have not finished making it better, because yeah, this was the ticket that we did. We made a lot of changes apparently. Yeah, this was the one where we completely threw away lenses and we did a whole bunch of stuff. But I think that we really haven't finished it. Like we have not truly solved all of the problems. And so yeah, we're gonna work on that a little bit more. Also, I think I just said we're gonna work on that a little bit more, and I think that means that we are in fact gonna work on this, even though I said I didn't want to work on this. I think we're gonna work on it. I don't wanna. I hate it, but this is gonna be a bug that is gonna drive people nuts if we don't fix it. Assuming that GitLab is actually going to allow this. I'm officially over GitLab. I'm done with them. They've had enough problems recently that yeah, I am. As soon as I finish this project, my next big project is moving off of GitLab. I'm done. I'm sick of them. It's amazing that I think that this has been in the last year. If you had asked me a year ago today, what do you think about GitLab? I'd have been, GitLab's amazing. It's perfect. I could never imagine moving off of them. I'm done. Hey, Mono, how are you doing? Failed to create a branch for this issue. Please try again. It would be a bummer with weak bleep goats. Did I not reset the thing? Hold on. Try again. Actually, hold on. Don't try again. Okay, try again. How was that? Is that better? Better than coffee? That's not a high bar. That could still be pretty weak. The day is saved. Nice. So yeah, if we're unable to create branches, that does seem like an important thing that GitLab should be able to do, is create branches. Got a lot to do today, though? How many pubs do you have to visit today? I skipped going to the pub today to work on this. My friends were very upset with me. They were like, how dare you? We're all here, hanging out, and you're not here. And I was like, I know. Tim Cook told me I couldn't hang out with you guys today. Sorry. Trying to ship this app? Yeah, again, same deal. What am I waiting on? I don't know what I'm waiting on. I was like waiting for that pipeline to run, but that's the, just like you just created a new branch pipeline. We don't need to wait for that. Would y'all just ship already? Fine. One very important feature to add, then it's just legal stuff. Yeah, but legal stuff is kind of important. I think you found that out before. Having your app follow, you know, laws and stuff. It's important. Should be able to create a project in the project app. So I'm trying to like clean up my branches here. I've got too many branches. Okay. Which of these can I delete? I can delete that one. I can delete that one. Delete that one. Delete that one. Not that one. 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 Hooray! Okay. Also that one. None of the rest of these. Okay. Makes life a little bit easier to deal with, right? And let's go build and run. Compiled has eaten 8 meals in that time. All All right. So what is the problem here? We've got this. We open this, click done. It works fine. Is it adding a page and then we click it and then click done? Okay, that still works. Is it we open the layers and then we open this? Ooh, okay. So that's definitely one problem. Okay, now it's there and now we can't close it. Okay, so there's a couple different issues there. We also have a lot of logs about update tool picker visibility. We got too many prints. Way too many prints. They should be OS logs. Tool picker visibility starting. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. We got too much of this. Let's not put this out here. Also, somebody pointed out that we could actually use OS log like this. I think it was K&H. So let's actually just do that. Not inside coordinator. But maybe actually below coordinator. Private static let log equals OS log. Subsystem is... What is our subsystem? I don't remember what all we're supposed to put in these. Because I think here, this is like... No, actually, can we just turn this on? Subsystem. Okay, so subsystem should be our bundle ID, and then category can be whatever we want. So we're going to com.flipbookapp.flickbook. Shut up. Don't worry about it. Category is canvas. So there's our log, and then I think we can actually log from there. So where's all our prints? Oh, was it in coordinator? God dang it. Cheaper than Netflix? It's amazing. Okay, because what I want to do here is now like OS dot, no, sorry. Can I just do self dot log dot debug? No. OS log, no, OS log dot debug self dot log. Does this count? This doesn't count as a static string, does it? It won't let me build that now. OS log, log level, log message. But maybe actually what we want is type log. Oh, so we need to say that it's log. Okay, hold on. I think I understand what we got. Log, blah. There we go. Now it's happy. Okay, and then I'm assuming that this returns nil. Oh, it doesn't like this at all. Use log. Didn't I try to do this? Oh, this is logger. What? Okay, hold on. Instead, provide an interpolated string. What are we doing here? I don't understand. Logger. What is logger? struct logger. Logger equals logger. Create a logger structure and use it to log messages about your app's behavior. Blah, 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 blah. Writes to the default subsystem. Okay, so maybe instead we need to create a logger. Logger equals logger subsystem category. So we can just do that with this. Boop, 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 boop. Let's try that. And then we can maybe actually do, let's just destroy this. Self.logger.debug. There we go. Okay, that looks a lot cleaner. Now, does that return nil? Or return void, sorry. Good, yes, all right. Because then we can just do that, and then that. And then we get OS logs instead of prints. And it should make life easier. Okay, so we're going to draw. We're going to open the layers. We're going to close the layers. We're going to try to do this, and then we're going to click done. And that broke it. Okay, so let's at least write down the repro steps here. No, Australia's on the maps. It's New Zealand that's not on any maps. Open layers, close layers, open tool picker. After that, tool picker does not close. Come. Okay, so what are we doing here? That's the problem. And does our thing look correct now? New drawing canvas. Drawing did change. We got a lot of drawing did changes. Okay, here's our canvas.coordinator. So we're just going to say, just show me things that are happening in canvas coordinator. Perfect. I love the new logging system. It just takes a little bit to deal with. All right, so I think, yeah, actually we're going to just rerun this. We're going to start over. We're here. We haven't actually seen anything yet. Okay, I like this. I think that's good. Open layer. What happened? Nothing. Close layer. What happened? Nothing. Tool picker. A bunch of stuff. Okay, can we like, if new stuff gets added, is that gonna do anything? Here, let's just count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so we've got 15 of them. If we click done, does anything new happen? Oh God, what the? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so we did get a bunch of new things when we clicked that. Yeah, we had one that we used that used to be really popular. I never liked it. I actually did not enjoy it, but it was called Cocoa Lumberjack for very similar reasons. I guess it's still around. Still actively worked on. I did not enjoy Cocoa Lumberjack. I couldn't tell you why, but I didn't. It just always felt, I don't know. It always felt like it was more pain than it was worth. And it's like, it's just another thing to maintain, and it was always pretty finicky. And it never really seemed to get us anything. It's like, oh, you got new logging, but it's like, yeah. I actually have a lumberjack costume. I actually, hold on. I'll be right back. I'm gonna actually hit the be right back button. All right, let's do some logging. I don't know. I can't hold the axe up the whole time for people to know that it's a logging. You know. That's what I got to do. Also, as soon as I put my headphones back on, this hat is going to be significantly less exciting of a hat, but I'll do it anyway because it sounds real weird when I have to not hear my voice in the audio. You still get what's going on with the hat, at least I think, right? Maybe I can put it behind the thing. Is that going to stay on? Kind of, sort of. All right. And then maybe if I put the axe in here like that. There we go. Okay. All right, let's go do some logging. We've already got a lot of logging. Adam Wolf said, okay, I gotta fix this hat some more. Hat goes over the phones? I don't think that'll work. Let's try it. There you go. Cocoa type top of head reveal. This is... That looks a little ridiculous, but it's okay. We're good. What were we doing? Adam Wolf said, it looks like this says this once for each view. I think that makes sense. Yeah, the axe. You know, we need it for logging. We can't log without an axe. If somebody's gonna join, they're gonna be like, "What the heck is this guy's deal?" Welcome, new viewers. Yeah, Adam Wolf said, "Hey, it looks like this is doing this once for each layer." So maybe that's worth looking into doing this. Is it time to have that conversation about Walmart fashion again? Probably. Improve logging in iOS. First, you need this GitHub. Yeah. This is me wielding this axe and having a crazy look in my eyes. This is definitely the thumbnail for this video. Like, what are we doing? I've got a crazy axe in my hand. We're gonna go do some logging right now. We're gonna do the heck out of some logging. All right, I'm gonna put that down. We're gonna put the axe away for now. Yeah, I think that might. I don't know if that's the problem or not. So the biggest issue I have right now is I don't know what clicking that done button actually does. I'm not in charge of this tool picker. It's provided by PencilKit. I have no idea what this actually does. I know that one of the things it does is it asks to stop being the first responder. So I'm wondering if what the problem is we've got multiple canvas views that are the first responder. Like if we, hold on. Maybe if we reject first responder, resign first responder, something else becomes the first responder and it also is a canvas view. So I wonder if I just clicked the done button a bunch of times, would it eventually close? No. No is the answer to that question. It was worth a shot. Not what I'm looking at. I want to be looking at the source code. What a Canadian yuppie would have looked like in the 90s. Yeah, exactly. Isn't this basically just Matt Kysick's logo, like GitHub avatar? I can't remember how to spell his name. What is it? It's a Xcodes app. GitHub.com/xcodesorg xcodes. Isn't he wearing that hat and plaid and has an axe? Everyone in Seattle looks like this. Yeah. Perfect. See, the only difference is I have a full beard instead of a mustache, and I'm wearing the wrong color plaid. Other than that, I'm just basically cosplaying as Matt right now. I don't think I have any green plaid. If I did, I would totally go down and get it and just be like, yep, this is... Here, I'm working on Xcodes. Xcodes is great. Thanks for making that. Developer cosplay feels very weirdly naughty. It's just cosplaying as other developers. I can just start insulting you all and say that I'm cosplaying as Linus Torvalds. So yeah, the problem is, like, what are we actually doing here? I think I have an idea. I have a theory. I have not a theory. I have a potential solution. Let's look into it. What I want to do is I want to find our underlying canvas view, which I think is actually called canvas view. Yeah, that's it right here. We have this on first responder change. But I think what we actually want is there's become first responder, there's resign first responder. I think we actually want a can become first responder. The hardest part about cosplaying me is you need to hang from the ceiling. Yes. Is that really the hardest part about cosplaying you, Mono? Is that actually the worst part? Cap handling costs like 50 cents. Oh, I figured you had to be more dedicated to it than that. Yeah. Cosplay compile dev with a cowboy hat and a beer. Yeah. I don't have any beer in the house right now, actually. I was going to say I don't have any beer in bottles, but I actually don't have any beer at all, I think, in the house right now. And I certainly don't have a cowboy hat. So can become first responder. I think we want this to be based on whether or not we're a display canvas or a draw canvas. Display canvas. So yeah, we've got a display canvas and we have a draw canvas, but it's the left arm that needs to be lumberjack axed off. Yes. Yeah, I need this to almost be tied to whether or not this has a tool picker available. So yeah, when we create our canvas view representable, we have one that just takes a drawing. We have one that takes a drawing and a binding to is tool picker visible. I think what we need to do is we need to, whenever we do this, we need to see if it's... That would be wrong because Luke loses his right arm. I'm thinking what we need here is, yeah, somehow whenever we create this canvas view, if the tool picker is constant, then actually A, we never set this at all. That's one problem. B, he doesn't have the ears for Jar Jar. B, I think we would actually want this to return false for can become first responder. That's probably actually a bad... No, that's not a bad idea at all. Set tool picker visible, canvas view, blah, blah, blah. I actually almost want to say tool picker. Okay, so tool picker is our environment's tool picker. Hey, there's a appropriate name for what we got going on right now. Mar2D2. Thank you for the follow. Let's actually do this. Tool picker set visible. Is tool picker visible for canvas view? And then here, when we get an update, because that's a binding, we would update that as well. And we would actually say tool picker, which doesn't exist. So we need to grab that. Bleep, bleep. Tool picker set visible, do that again. But then I almost want, so is can become first responder? Is that just a get? That is just a get. I mean, this is a canvas view, so can we actually just give ourselves a public, not public, var is able to become first responder? Bool equals true. Yeah, let's set this to true first. And then return is able to become first responder from here. I think we would say canvas view dot is able to become, is that not how that works? Canvas view? Canvas view? It's right here. Why can't we use this? Because this is in canvas, so it needs to be a public var. Public var. Is able to become first responder. I think we've made this chat the main support line for Adam Wolf's projects. This is how we file feature requests. Canvas view is able to become first responder equals is tool picker visible. Yeah, let's see if that A does anything, B fixes the problem. Okay, so we are still able to draw. If we open this, we close this, we open this, click done. It did still work. I don't know if that means anything. Something about watching a talking bottle of ketchup on camera reminded me. I think we fixed it. I think we actually fixed it. While we're here, I think I want to... We do something somewhere where I think we reset the tool picker's tool to like... PK ink definitely exists. Ink type. Somewhere I think we're setting the tool to like that plain black marker on launch, and I don't want to do that. But I'm trying to remember where exactly we do that, because I vaguely remember seeing it. I just don't remember where. PK inking tool. We know that PK ink just doesn't exist anyway. So it can't be that. PK tool. We were already searching for PK tool. Because you'll see, like, when we relaunch the app, let me do this again. When we relaunch the app, it's always drawing this black. But if I like open the tool picker and close it, it's got that red highlighter selected. And I want it to start with whatever the previous selected value was. I feel like there's somewhere in here that we're changing the tool. Like when we first set it up, and I don't remember where we did that, but I want to delete it. I want to get rid of that. Okay. We'll do it. I do, yeah. I don't know. Sync, 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 sync. Link, link, link. Shrink. Link, link, link. Link, 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 link. Link, 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 link. Whenever Coco takes a drink, I think he's sneaking a vape off cam. No. See if I lift it up high enough that y'all can actually see the bottle. It tilts it too far to actually be able to drink out of it. It's a ball. No, I'm not allowed to smoke weed anymore. Not until July. Woodpecker cider. I'm not familiar with woodpecker cider. Wow, it's apparently not big enough to have a huge Wikipedia article. And it even ends in, the brand appears to be in a state of managed decline. Lower alcohol content than most other ciders. This doesn't sound good, Peter. You grew up on that stuff? That explains a lot. I'm trying to remember what ciders that I like, because I haven't really been a cider person for quite a while, but I used to be a lot. We have a place near me that's got like a bunch of different ciders. Schilling Cider House. I think they actually also do their own. Yeah, they also have their own, but they also have like a bunch of other people's, well, a bunch of other ciders. I'm trying to remember what all they have. Yes, I am over 21. This is the second time in a row that we've or second stream in a row where we've ended up going down a rabbit hole of local alcohol joints. Loading. Are they not sponsoring you yet? I haven't been able to be sponsored by any of the local breweries. This is a bummer. We feature predominantly Pacific Northwest ciders, but frequently have craft ciders from England, France, Spain, Chile, Italy. I like how I got through Chile fine and then gave up on Italy and the rest of the USA. Yeah, we specialize in You Call It tasting flights, so you can choose a few of our 35 draft ciders or select a 10 ounce or pint pour. Actually, I won a growler from them. There was a trivia contest. And I want a growler of cider. I think it actually didn't have any cider in it. I think I just won an empty growler. but I have one. And I want to say it's from Two Towns? Yeah, Two Towns Cider House. I think that sounds right. Boldly crafted in Oregon. Despite that, these guys are pretty okay. There's a Seattle cider. They're not good. They got some decent stuff, but yeah, the bright cider. I think the bright cider is what I used to like from them. Oh, Locust is here in Seattle. They're very good. I would recommend them if you can find them anywhere else. These guys have really good ciders. Ciders that make you say hell yeah. Yeah, the blackberry cider, their vanilla bean cider, those are both very good. They had another one. I want to say it was like a... Oh, what was that one? It must have been one of their seasonal ones that they don't have anymore. Dark maple, that sounds good. Chai actually also sounds really good. No ketchup flavor. Yeah, I don't remember what one that I was thinking of that they had that was very good. But it must have been a seasonal one that they don't have right now. And then, God, who's the other one that is here in town? They're in like Inner Bay. Yeah, Locust is very good. I'm blanking. Is it like 6 cider? That's... No, this isn't it. What's this one down here? No, that's also Locust. They were down like in here somewhere. I remember passing them all the time on my bus route to work. What's this one right here? No 6 cider. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be number 6 cider, but yes. Number 6 cider. Permanently closed. Okay, so don't get any of them. They don't exist anymore. They used to have decent stuff. Anywho, let's go back to coding, right? So we've not found anything that is resetting this color picker or tool picker. There's got to be something that's doing that though. And I almost remember seeing that line of code somewhere. I think we've got similar lines of code in Highlighter, so let's go look there. That is not at all what I selected in the list. Doesn't just drop from memory and reset. I mean, it might be, but the fact that it remembers it when we load it up again seems weird. Here, why don't we try this? Hold on. For one thing, let's close this one that we didn't mean to open. Here, let's just do this. So canvas view representable. We make the UI view. We even say canvas view tool pick. Let's try that again. Canvas view tool equals tool picker dot selected tool. I was gonna add that line, but it seems to already exist. So where do we actually create our tool picker? That's the real question. We have an editing tool picker. I don't see anything in here that's changing the tool on it though. Tool picker environment key. We're just setting a default PK tool picker. So that's not really doing anything. Yeah, because that would have been what I expected, is that this is like maybe doing something. Let's actually try getting rid of that. Nope, that's still... That's really weird. Because, yeah, that was the line that I was going to be like, oh, yeah, that's clearly what we need to do. It's the only place where we set the tool like that. It's also really weird that like, what is our tool picker selected tool there, and why is it not the red highlighter? Tool picker. I mean, that is the pen with black 0001. What if it's set during on visible instead of a knit? I swear that I remember seeing that code before. You're too reserved to talk in chat. Yeah, like, do we get a call to update UI view before we ever actually touch anything? We do. Tool picker selected tool there. Oh, here, let's set it after we actually get our tool picker. Look at that. That's still the black pen. We get called again. Still the black pen. Why don't we add that to our watch? Tool picker dot selected tool. It doesn't seem to have helped. I mean, what we're seeing here is the fact that we're launching 5 different ones for each layer, or 1 for each layer, which is 5 in total. I'm just watching for when it ever is anything other than... We certainly get this update a lot. Can we actually just change this to log? I wasn't expecting it to log that many times. It never actually logged anything. What the hell? And we're definitely never seeing it be anything other than that black pen. So how do we get it to be the one that we want it to be? Oh well, I'm going to just flag that as a bug to fix later and fix it later. We fixed the cannot close tool picker issue, so. Yeah. Let's just commit what we got. Fix closing tool picker. This is the wrong view. Let's try this one instead. There we go. Bug fixing later is getting a lot closer as February marches towards us. Yes, exactly. I mean, this is the thing that I'm trying to deal with, though, is that a shipping blocker? No, it's not. Like, oh no, you have to pick your new tool every time you launch the app. Like, it sucks, but it's, you know, it's less of a problem than, you know, you can't close the tool picker. It's less of a problem than one of the features doesn't work. It's less of a issue than a lot of the problems, and so let's punt on it for now, and we'll come back to it hopefully post ship, or maybe even pre-ship. Would you like, serious question, I say immediately into a code scream. Hello, Escamina. Serious question, would that be something that annoyed you that much that it would ruin the experience? Yes, Santa Claus. That's who I am right now. A murderous Santa Claus. I can get out my Santa Claus costume if you want. I got that too. Selected tool. I wonder if it only loads its saved last used tool when it becomes visible. See, here's the thing. I don't think that the iPad app has this bug. I do not have an Easter Bunny costume. Selected tool is always black pen until launch. Until opening tool picker. Hang on one second. Wow, that runs. No, I can't free myself without taking off the hat. Okay, so hang on, let me put these back under the hat. Here's the costumes that I have in this room right now, okay? Got the lumberjack costume that I'm wearing. I do also have I have other costumes elsewhere in the house, but here's the costumes I have in this room. The lumberjack costume that I'm wearing right now. I've got, hold on, sorry, I'm trying to pick things up. I got the Santa hat. I can put on over the other hat. And the Santa beard, which there's no way that this is going in. Yeah. Okay, so I got the Santa beard. And then yes, as compile dev is saying, and this is really beginning to suffer. Got the mad scientist hair. So I got that. You go with the mad scientist hair and the hat. I've got multiple different hats. And then I've also got the mad scientist lab coat. So that can go on over that. It actually has my name, Jeff Pato, application developer. And then upstairs, I've got a remaining wig from an old lady costume. I think that's all I have left of that one. I've got the old lady wig. So, and then I also have, and this is upstairs instead of down here because I actually just wore it to an event the other day, a Wario costume. So I've got that. Yeah. I can go get the Wario overalls. But that's the number of different costumes that I have on hand. I actually don't 100% know where the old lady wig is. I haven't seen it in a minute. Oh well. Anyway. Let's get back to what were we doing? Where's Dolly Parton double Edward? These are going in the redeem list. Maybe they should. Just put on a different costume. I'll have to find all of my costume pieces because yeah, I've got. You know, let's get the list together. Lumberjack. And this has a hat, an axe, and a shirt. Because what would be really fun is if I allow you guys to like mix and match it. It's like what all goes in here. So we got Santa, and he's got a hat and a beard. And then we've got viewer count seems to go up as he changes costumes. Perfect. Now the real trick I need to do is I need to change costumes during the ad breaks. So like nothing happens, then the ad break happens. Like I'm dressed one way, the ad break happens, people come back from the ad break, and it's like, what is going on? For the old lady, I just have the wig now, I think. Because so the reason I have the old lady wig, the old lady costume, was actually we had a Halloween costume party where the theme was commercials. And I had my friend 3D print me a little button thing. And I went as the old lady from the Life Alert commercials. It was like, help, I've fallen and I can't get up. But I think I've lost most of the pieces of that costume. Old lady wig. What am I missing? Oh yeah, the scientist. Mad scientist. I have the wig. And I have the coat. Lab coat, and the tie. And then for Wario, I have the overalls and shirt. I've lost the gloves to the Wario costume. And then the mustache to the Wario costume was just a piece of black tape. And that was before I had facial hair. So, I'm not putting black tape over my mustache because that would be painful. So that's not an option anymore. But yeah, I've lost the gloves for the Wario costume. But there you go. There's all of the different items that I'll put in. Maybe I should do like a Nutter style wheel of costumes. That might be what I do. We just run through all the different possible costumes here. Anywho, where were we? Double points to redeem the mustache. No. Bring out the wheel. Maybe you just need to get out more. No. I need to get out less. The whole reason that I have the costumes is because I've gotten out too much. As long as there's a request a costume option. Okay. With all of these costumes, can we have a TikTok dance? I don't know any of the TikTok dances. I can floss. That's about it. Neither do TikTokers. Yeah, let's go back to this. What were we actually fixing? Launching a... No. Nobody wants that, Mono. Launching app should not create new images. Yeah, let's go fix that. I'm mostly at this point waiting for to see the Nutter go live notification, and then we can rate him. But we'll keep fixing things until we see him go live. Now Mono's gonna end up in Discord being like, Mono, Nutter, never go live. Don't go live tonight. Okay, launching app should not create new images. So I think what we're going to need here in order to do this one, I guess the question is what do we do if we're not creating a new image every time? My guess is we would want to reopen whatever the last opened image was, but then that means we need some kind of state restoration, right? Because right now, where do we actually do that? On app launch. So, can you go Vision app? I can't wear this wig anymore. Hold on. I'm going to switch out. Where's my actual hat that I wear on this stream? We're going to switch to the Hacking with Swift hat. That actually doesn't look too bad. Wait, that's a wig? Yes. Yes, it is. And then there's still wig pieces like in my hair. Where were we? Yeah, on app launch. Yeah. Root view controller, root view, current document, temporary persistence, persisted document. I think the fact that we've called this temporary persistence and it's lasted this long. Now he's Clark Kent again. Yes. Canadian Clark Kent. Temporary persistence should probably stop existing. Its temporariness has come to an end. Aw, compile dev's leaving. Is it just because I took the wig off? Was it really that bad? Yep, see ya. All right, so what we need to pull out of here then. Okay, actually, what was persisted document? Persisted document was an actual document. Maybe what we need to pull out is whatever the most recent stored document is, because that'll be, in theory, whatever we need. And so then basically if we have that, Oh yeah, that'll be easy. Hold on. Current document is optional. So what we should do is we should just say whatever the document store's most recent document is. And if there is none, then we'll just go straight to the gallery. That's a perfect idea. Document store. We have stored documents. Is that ordered? That's got to be ordered, right? File document store. Stored documents, return URLs, sorted by, modified date. Yeah, so the most recent modified one is the one on top. So I would just say that this is just going to be our environment. No, I still need to go back and give credit to those other ones. Okay, we'll do that too. This one is now what? Red ketchup? Now that compile dev is left, we're actually gonna give him his reward. If I can remember what day it is. Okay, so this is just gonna be red ketchup dot stored documents dot first. Dot document. Oh, which throws. Can we actually do a do catch in here like this? I don't think we can. So yeah, maybe this is private var most recent document. Oh, actually, I'm real dumb. Weird. Let's actually pull that out just so that we have a name for that. It's a little bit more expected what this is. Most recent document. And then we can pull this down here because that's actually where we care about it. Boop. Okay. Ship it. So now if we build and run, we should get our most recent document here. There we go. I call that fixed. We should probably figure out what this looks like if we don't have anything. Unfortunately, I don't want to delete all of my... I don't want to delete all of my documents, because then I'll delete that glorious drawing I did of compile dev. Maybe I find some way to go save that. Gallery. Gallery button, show gallery. No, this is not what we want. Gallery. What was that button called? Stored document button? That's it right there. It's right there. Button current document equals try stored document dot document. But I think what I want to do first is print stored document. Actually, you know what we could do? We don't even need to relaunch this. Edit breakpoint. And we'll just leave it like that. Vote for compile dev's picture to be the new Kineo app icon replacing the horse that's getting dropped. So we click this. Yeah, we should get a breakpoint. PO stored document dot. It's gotta be like a URL, right? URL. internal. Let's just do image preview URL, and that should get us close enough. Here we go. I think we just, yeah, store, and then it's going to be, they share a URL, basically, or they share a UUID. So if I do this, and I go and I do that, that should take us most of the way there. And then we're looking for FB5. Look at that. Glorious. That is exactly what we're looking for. So we're going to just kind of move these off to a safe place. Compile, dev, animation, drawing. We're gonna put these in a safe spot. So we can bring them back. And then everything else, goodbye. And then if we relaunch the app, we should have nothing, and it'll take us straight to the gallery. Perfect. Okay, I think actually we don't want it to take us straight to the gallery though, because this is a terrible first launch experience. I think what we want to do is we want to, yeah, we actually do want to take them to a new document if there's no document already there. So let's go back. What was in our temporary persistence? We have persistent document, blah, blah, blah. There was some JSON stuff. We don't actually care about that. Otherwise, we returned a blank document. So yeah, let's just do that. Brand new document. Gallery, drawing view, editing mode, drawing view. Yeah, I guess we just want to go back to our Kineo Vision app. So this is actually, well, no. Guard let first stored document equals. Actually, no. Well, we're going to just do this whole thing. Guard let first stored document equals this. Else return. And this would be where we return our actual new document. So it's going to be long enough that we don't want to do that. Return first stored document. Return document, pages, page, blah, blah. I should actually, do we have a pages, page? I feel like this is a pattern that we do enough times that. I actually don't seem to do all that many. What do we do when we create a new button, actually? This is our gallery view. It's got to have... Where's the button for this that actually creates a new document? New document button. New document. Okay, so actually we can return red ketchup dot new document. Yeah, there we go. First stored document dot. Yeah, return first stored document. There we go. Okay, so now we should, in fact, actually always get a document. Yeah, okay, that's better. Let's do that. So yeah, now when there's nothing, we just get into the new document right away. Perfect. I consider that acceptable. What do we want to call this? Open most recent document animation when launching. Perfect. All right. Is that online yet? No. I just keep having to work, aren't I? What other issues do we got? Launching app should not create new image. Yeah, 3D video export, we're not going to get into that tonight. That will be tomorrow's stream. Fixed animation of layers is one that, like, I don't think it's worth doing. Add ability to pause videos. Nutter just texted, said you need to fix more bugs. So we can dig into weird corner. We can dig into selected tool. Here, let's go ahead and just put all of these in vision until we decide that we're actually not going to do them. Oh, he says he's going to be half an hour late. So yeah, let's go into, you know what we're going to do? We're going to investigate this ticket. Because I'm almost certain that this does not happen on the iPad app, but let's go ahead and check that this doesn't happen on the iPad app. Let's verify that for ourselves, that this does not in fact happen on the iPad app. So when we run this, we launch into here. It's always that black marker. So now let's go into, also I want to make sure that good. That, okay, so that does come back to that. Also, hold on. I need to check out another thing. If we open this, we do have the red highlighter selected. So that's, it's in the position that it is expected to be in. Let's launch the iOS app. And we're going to see if that same behavior holds. Change red to black and cross-promote other apps. I don't get it. What do you mean? I don't know what you mean by that. Shadowcat isn't black. Red highlighter. I see. Ah. Yes, I should cross-promote my own other apps. That would be the smart thing to do. All of my iPhone apps do cross-promote each other. Most of my iPhone apps cross-promote each other. Now he gets it. Yeah, exactly. I thought you were wanting me to cross-promote one of your apps. Oh no, what is going on there? What happened to our background? But yeah, we do get the black marker there. But I think that is the selected value. So let's go into the highlighter. Let's make it red. Should be our red highlighter. Okay, so we got that. So now let's kill this app. We're going to open this value. And it's the black marker. Okay. So maybe it's a long time existing bug. And yeah, this background thing is just because we broke the backgrounds. We had to redo a lot of stuff for the backgrounds on the other app. We will definitely not be shipping the iOS version of this app until we have a chance to come back and fix all the things. So we'll ship the visionOS version and just the visionOS version for a while. It's okay. So maybe, I mean, that is a bug on both platforms, basically, is what we've described. You can ship them independently. You can ship them independently, I assume. That's actually a good question. Let's go dig into that. Why don't we? More Vampire Survivors time. My thought was that it was going to work exactly the same way as like iOS, macOS, where they're all the same app. Yeah, exactly what Adam Wolf is saying. They're the same app, but you can ship different versions for different platforms. I assumed that that was what was going on there. And tvOS is the same way, that you can ship a separate app for tvOS. You have things that don't work that way, where like iPhone and watch apps, as long as you're not shipping an independent watch app, which is itself, it's a whole thing. Don't worry about it. If you're shipping a watch app that has an iPhone app associated with it, you actually can't ship them separately. But I assume that the visionOS app is not like that. But we should check that assumption because I don't actually know. I have to approve my logging in. I do trust this browser. I know you won't do anything about that, but I trust you. You can definitely let this browser continue to log in. We'll never do. All right, so here's the page for shipping the app. Oh man, I'm gonna have to do like screenshots and stuff. Oh god. Yeah, okay, so add platform, iOS, macOS, tvOS, visionOS. I have no plans to ship a macOS version. I clicked that button by accident once and now I have no ability to actually remove it. It annoys the heck out of me. But yeah, let's go ahead and check visionOS. I wonder, like, if I go over here and I click this, can I actually delete anything yet? Like, is there like a straight up remove this? It doesn't look like there is. I have no way of removing that ever. Yeah, even like you saw that right there. When I hovered over this, it gave me a minus button. And I could probably get rid of that. I don't have that for the macOS app. Like, there's no... I'm just screwed. I just have to have that macOS thing sitting there forever. Actually, like, if I do this... Yeah, everything deleted. You can't undo this. But I'm assuming that I can go back and add the platform. It'd be really hilarious if I click that button and it's locked me out of shipping a visionOS app ever. No, okay, we're good here. But yeah, so I can come in here and I can ship a different build of the visionOS app. I should probably update my copyright one of these days from 2008. But yeah, no, so I can totally ship this just fine. So yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll you know, we should honestly actually probably also be getting our CI into place. Yeah, let's mark that as a thing that we need to do. Yeah, actually being able to build this app and ship it. Add CI for visionOS. So we can actually upload that. I probably need to update Fastlane. Unless the Mac app has the connection to the Vision Pro for after headset editing of the animations. Yeah. I would love to do a Mac version of Kineo at some point. The problem is, and this might be something that I need to do for Vision Pro eventually anyway, and honestly, something that I might need to do for iOS eventually anyway. PK tool picker, you know, the actual tool picker that shows up in here. This guy and this guy. Even if you run in Catalyst, that does not show up on macOS. That whole view does not exist on macOS, which means I have to write my own version of it if I want to ship a macOS version of Kineo. That looks like a pain in the butt. So I don't know what to do about that. But if I ever want to actually do that, then yeah, I would take the time to go write my own tool picker, use it on every version of the app, and do that. But that is just not something that I am focused on doing right now. I don't want to deal with that. So yeah, eventually I would love to be able to do that, but I do not have the time to write a custom tool picker. That's just not in my wheelhouse right now. So yeah, we're going to have to deal with that later. I feel like there was another bug that I saw while we were working on this that I was like, oh yeah, I need to fix. Oh, yeah. This bug. I don't know what I did there. We click that and we click that and this is all fat. Yep. Let's file that ticket and then maybe we do that before while we wait for Nutter. And then we need to go mark that other one as also affecting iOS. All right, new issue. Icon makes sidebar wide. So what's happening here is that we're changing the aspect ratio of the view when we go into gallery view, and we need to reset it when we're done. And so I can think of two different ways that we can do that. One is gallery view is also fixed to the right aspect ratio. And then we just increase or decrease its size. I don't know that I like that. The other one is that we like maintain the size or maintain the aspect ratio. Maybe just the size. And then reset it when we come back. So those are our two different options. I think that that second one is a better option. So we'll do that. Did we actually create a merge request? We did not. Did we not actually close the other one? Something went wrong. Ready to merge. Merge. Do that then. So gallery view. I'm assuming that's where we put that actual change. Yeah, okay. So whenever we go here, we change that. We say that on up here, but then we never change it back. That's the problem here. And I think that the other issue that we have is that we have this like on disappear. If we do it on disappear, then it doesn't fix itself until we go back. So I think that's actually not what we want to do. I think what we want is we almost actually want this to be on change of whatever our current document is back at the root view. Because we've got this current document here. I think we almost want that here, yeah. On change of current document. We don't care about the old value. We only care about the new value. If new value nil, then we want it to be one thing. If we have the new value I'm basically trying to figure out what we want to set it back to. Let's fake this for a second. Okay. Else blah. So we're gonna do this. Yeah, we're gonna grab that. Boop 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 boop. We're gonna actually throw our guard here. There's no point in doing anything if we don't have a window scene. If our new value is nil, that means we are going to the gallery. We're doing this. If our new value is not nil, then we're going to go to something else. I think right now, let's just hard code that size. That's going to be in, can you have Vision app? Yeah, we have 820 by 720. Let's just do that. You know what? Let's do let geometry preferences. is where's resizing restrictions? Yeah, resizing restrictions comes at the end of everything. So I think, yeah, we don't want the resizing restrictions on for gallery. So let's go ahead and just say dot freeform. And then here we want it to go back to, what was it? Uniform? Yeah, uniform. 1024 by 768, 820 by 720. So yeah, let's see if that tweaks anything. Let's try running the actual visionOS app as opposed to the iPhone app. That's obnoxious. Stash the changes. Make sure we get everything. Pull it all down. Set our upstream. Pull down our upstream. Pop the stash. There we go. Okay, now it should build. So we're here. Ooh, you know what the other problem is though? Because I don't. If most recent document is nil, this should be different. This default size should be different. Can we set default size to be like a CG size? Yes. Okay, cool. Private var default size, CG size. If most recent, no, okay. Never mind. Hold on. Sorry. We're never launching straight to the gallery anymore. We already fixed that, so never mind. Okay, so over here, yeah, we should be good. We don't need to do anything else. Gallery, boop, boop. Look at that. Perfect. Boop, 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 boop. Ship it. Magic. It's not magic, it's science. Redeems mad scientist. The wig's all the way over there now, though. I threw it. That means I gotta get up. I gotta undo my headphones. Okay. I can't see anymore. Redeems Mono NZ. I think Mono NZ went to the pub, right? Probably. No, we closed that one. Never go on Sundays? But it's not Sunday, it's Saturday. It's always Saturday somewhere. Not your crowd? I didn't change issue confidentiality. What are you talking about, GitLab? Ready to merge. Sweet. All right. Ready to merge when it actually says ready to merge. You do have to do that. Tool. I hate this thing. Merge. Thank you. All right. I think Nutterfy's, he's taking too long. I think that's going to be it for me tonight. I would have loved to have rated over to him. I don't know where he is, but I will recommend his chat anyway. You should go check out Nutterfy's stream. He says he's going to be on 15 minutes ago. He doesn't seem to be on yet. But if he were here, then I would recommend it. But he's not. So, hey, if you happen to see him online in the next 10-15 minutes or so, I recommend going and watching his stream. Oh, Kane just got here? Okay, well, okay. Fine. We can hang out for a bit. Kane H. Kane H, what bug do you want me to work on now? We fixed a lot of bugs today. We killed them with an axe. I don't know where the axe went. We had an axe. Here's the axe. This particular mix of costumes does not work well. The mad scientist wig and the hat and the axe. This is too much. That's why there's a lumberjack costume. No, there was a better lumberjack costume earlier. Where's my lumberjack hat? Hold on. The mad scientist wig is very anime, yes. No, the lumberjack hat and costume and shirt and axe. That was Mono made a logging pun. And he was like, you should be wearing a lumberjack costume. And I was like, hang on. I actually have a lumberjack costume. So I ran away and I put on a lumberjack costume and came back. You know, as you do on stream. Just somebody was like, hey, you should have this one very specific costume. And I was like, I do. Don't worry about it. And chop that code. Yeah, so we were logging. We created a logger. Where was that at? That was canvas view? Canvas? Just canvas. Yeah, we created a logger. And then we created a second logger. And we did a lot of logging with our logger to try to debug a bug that we had already fixed once. Who needs breakpoints when you have a lumberjack costume? I think those two things are unrelated, Mono. I think you can have breakpoints and a lumberjack costume. So then, yeah, we did that. And then people started asking, like, why do you have just a lumberjack costume on hand? And so then we started listing all of the costumes that I have. And I think what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to build some kind of Nutter style Wheel of Destiny. But it's going to be costumes that I have to go put on. It's going to be a combination of Nutter's impressions and the glasses, you know. As opposed to the glasses, you just go put on a wig or something. Costume of Destiny, yes. Hang on, I'm going to text him and be like, are you starting or not? Will the lumberjack log in or log out? Always log in. Why don't we go do some investigation to the state of Fastlane for visionOS? Because I have not updated Fastlane in a minute, I think. Actually, no, I think I did it fairly recently. What version of Fastlane am I on? That would be in my gem file, right? No, that would be in my gem file.lock. 2.211.0. Okay, so... Two 2.219.0. I don't know how often they release, so I don't know how far off I am. I'm off by 8. Two 2.211 came out a minute ago. Okay, so I am quite a bit behind. In November of last year. So, no, not November of last year, November of 2 years ago. So, definitely before visionOS even existed. So we definitely need to update if we're going to do anything about visionOS. I'm actually surprised that Vision doesn't show up here at all. That seems important. Will this even work to like upload? Really, there's nothing at all in their issues for visionOS? I find this very hard to believe. Surely there's something here. Like, you can't just use... Still an open issue for Fastlane? Where? I didn't see anything. Do you have a link, Sassy Fajita? Because I did a search for visionOS or Vision Pro. Or just Vision. I didn't see anything. Two 1574. Adding platform support for visionOS. Oh, it's a pull request. Okay, that makes sense. That would be why it didn't show up, at least. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing here for, Nobody's really, said anything about getting it released. That is concerning, to say the least. What all would we need to do? I haven't done non-Fastlane based work in a minute for CI stuff. So what all would we need to do in order to... I mean, one thing that we could do is we could just say, oh yeah, install Fastlane from that particular branch. Hey, thank you for the follow, Sassy Fajita. Xcode cloud time. Oh god. You're not wrong. It doesn't work for Kineo, the main app, but it might work for Kineo, the Vision Pro app. You'll be back. You're new to Swift and visionOS? Awesome. Hope to see you again. I'll be back online tomorrow. I am doing a lot more streaming than usual, trying to get this app out before the Vision Pro launches, including trying to get it uploaded, apparently. So, yeah, I hope to see you again. What other options do we have? Like, are there out there for... Is this a Swift stream? What other options are there out there for, like, automating upload to App Store Connect? Automate, upload, App Store Connect. I thought this was like a developer catwalk. I mean, there's, yeah, automating things to go to, or on the App Store Connect API, but are any of these delivering builds? I can distribute builds, but how do I upload builds? I can change my app metadata. Create new versions of your app. No, that's not really what I want either. Submit your app for review. Release approve apps. Yeah, I mean, it's really like, what is it, AL tool? Is that what it's called? AL tool is not a thing. XC run AL tool help. Yeah. Or is AL tool the deprecated one? Apple has deprecated AL tool. Apple introduced Notary tool. That's not, okay, so AL tool, upload builds. Manage your builds with AL tool. Okay. Upload your app binary files with Xcode, with AL tool, or with the Transporter app. The Transporter app is not something I can hit from the command line. So I think this is what I want. Upload your app binary files with AL tool. You can use XC run to invoke AL tool, a command line tool that lets you validate and upload your app binary files to App Store Connect. Specify one of the following in terminal at the command line. XC run AL tool -- validate app -f file -t platform -u username -p password I mean, they have everything just duplicated twice. That's weird. Learn more. Yeah, let's go learn more. Using AL tool 1.3. So my question is, platform. What are my platform options here? -- type platform. macOS, iOS, or Apple tvOS? No, man. I was hoping that was going to show me my 14.2. That doesn't sound right. It says 15.2 beta is my selected one. It still says 14.2. Hello, Spice Extreme. Yeah, this still doesn't say anything there, but maybe they just forgot to update the... list of types there. I gotta imagine that it's just gonna be visionOS. Or no, I mean the other thing said XROS, right? The pipeline here. While that device does use the same architecture as iOS devices, it does have its own platforms, XROS, XR Simulator. This is also for Jim, which is building it. Which is different from like Pilot, I think, is delivered. Psi is for code signing. Jim is for building. And all of this is older than Vision Pro existing. What is the Fastlane version for Deliver? Platform to use optional. I wonder if it would just work. I mean, it sounds like Jim doesn't work, which we would need in the first place. But maybe we would be able to deliver it this way. I don't know. I think this is all a problem for tomorrow. Thank you all for watching. I guess we're not raiding into Nutter tonight. Sorry. Yeah, go check him out. He'll be online probably later today. I will be back online tomorrow. Don't know what time yet, but you know, less than 24 hours from now. And hope to see you then. I'll be looking into the CI/CD stuff. I'll be working on some of the 3D video stuff. And then yeah, what else? What else do we have in our issues list that we haven't actually tackled yet? Yes, big progress today. I'm pretty happy with the amount of things that we knocked out today. Might look into that one. I don't know. I don't know. The big ones that we need to finish. CI for visionOS. Make sure 3D video export works. I think those are the big ones. It would be nice if we can fix the animation of the layers because that'll look really cool. These two are more nice to haves. We'll deal with them if we can. But yeah, tomorrow probably make sure 3D video export works. I think would be the big one that we're going to do tomorrow. And yeah, hope to see you then. Thank you all for watching. Have a great rest of your weekend. And see you tomorrow. Bye.